Hi, it's Paul here from Paul Kelly Golf. I want to talk to you today about releasing the club head and letting it flow naturally versus trying to manipulate it or square it at impact. And I want to talk to you and show you why the best players in the world never try and intentionally do something when they're hitting shots. They just let it go. And why it's almost impossible for you to create timing. Stay tuned. This will be very helpful for you. So releasing the club is when I let the weight of the club head dictate what happens to my hands. So the weight of the club swings down, my arms swing, and the weight of the club turns my hands and lets them square. Manipulating it is when I do the opposite. I try and use my hands to guide what the club head is doing. And I want to show you why the second version is almost impossible for most people in the world. So I'm going to hit a shot here, and I'm just going to make my normal swing. I'm going to let the club head release, and then we are going to look at frame by frame time of how long it takes my club from the time it starts down till it gets to the ball. So just the downswing, just from here to the ball. We're going to break it down into tenths of seconds to see how long that actually took. Okay, so there's a 92 mile an hour club head speed. That's very fast. I made a really great swing on that. I had 193 carry. This is a 7-iron. Now, we're going to look at how long it took for me to get my club from the very top to the bottom. Stay tuned. So I've queued up the video that we just watched, and I've set it at the exact top of my backswing. I went frame by frame so that it's not going up and it's not coming down. It's at the very exact top of my backswing. And if we look at the time on the video, I circled it below and then put it up in yellow on the screen. It's at 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and 8/100ths of a second. So 2 minutes, 35, and 8/100ths of a second. That's where we are in the video. Now here we are queued up at the moment of impact, and you can see the ball trace leaving the club. So this is the exact moment of impact. I have queued it up to show us exactly where we are. And we look at the time frame on the bottom, which is then brought up to the top again, and we're at 2 minutes, 35, and 16/100ths of a second. So there's where we are at impact. 2 minutes, 35, and 16/100ths of a second. So now we have the data and the total time it took me to swing my club from the top to the bottom. Now the top to the bottom, that's our focus, because if I'm going to manipulate the club head, or I'm going to try and square something or time something, that is the time that I have to work with. Not the backswing, but the downswing. That's where all of the things will occur if I'm manipulating. And all of that manipulation on this would have to happen in less than 8/100ths of a second. Or, if we round it off, less than 1/10 of a second. So I have less than 1/10 of a second to make all those decisions, factor in when I'm going to do them, how I'm going to do them, and where I'm going to do them. Does that seem like it's going to be successful? It doesn't to me. There's no way I could do that over and over again. Now, based on how long that took, do you have the ability at your level to make that decision and square up everything perfect and bring it out naturally? Or would you be better served by just letting your club swing and follow its own route? Yeah, you know the answer. So when you're playing, don't try and guide your club head into place. Here's a really simple little drill. Take your club, hold it in your fingertips, just like this. You can see here, I have no strength in my hand at this point. And nice relaxed arms, let everything flop and let it swing down. Now you will notice that when it swings down, it squares itself naturally. That's just the weight of the club. It turns my hands over. So if I let that happen and I don't get in the way, everything comes out the other side much better, much more often. So give that a try and let me know how it works out. Thanks for watching. I'm Paul Kelly.